Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the Film Spill.
So today, guys, we're going to be reviewing the movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is a Marvel movie, and it's an adventure action movie. Let me read the brief summary. Dr. Stephen Strange casts a forbidden spell that opens a portal to the multiverse. However, a threat emerges that may be too big for his team to handle. Also, disclaimer, if you have not seen this movie, guys, we're about to be talking about it.
So, let's talk about my rating I give it. Yesterday I told you 4.5, but I actually changed it. I think I'm gonna just give this movie a solid 4. I thought that it was amazing. I thought it was really great. There was some few hiccups that, of course, I was talking to you about, like, why did they do that? Why did they do that? So yeah, I gave this movie a 4 out of 5. I don't think it was up to Spider-Man's level, but I do think that it was great overall. So let's talk a little bit about my pros and my cons. Let's start off with my cons first because I have a lot of pros. My cons, I didn't have that many. So the first con I had that we talked about, we both actually agreed upon. We felt like the Illuminati should have had more screen time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was just like there was
For a little bit.
yeah, and then just disappeared. It was like this big, build up to them, and then they was just here today and gone tomorrow. And I was just like, okay, we wanted more screen time for them, even though I know it's a Doctor Strange film and Wanda, Scarlet Witch, sorry, but I wanted to see more of them. I like how they introduced John Krasinski. Hopefully I'm saying his name right, pronouncing his name right. He's going to be Reed Richards. Hopefully he be Reed Richards because I've seen so many people say, oh, well, these can just be variants and, you can have a different variant. One thing that was really strange, too, that I never talked to you about, but I saw it. So you know how Spider-Man had different variants, right? And you showed the different versions of Peter Parker, right? They was all Spider-Man, but it was all different versions of him, different people, different actors. Same thing with Loki, right? Loki had different variants, but they were different actors. Doctor Strange was the only one where we saw different variants, but it was all him. It was literally the actor playing the same version of Doctor Strange. So that was kind of strange too, talking about variants, because first we just thought it was just going to be a different actor playing this person because we seen it with Spider-Man and Loki, and Doctor Strange didn't do that. So that's why me saying I don't know if he's going to be Reed Richards, because I don't know, they just put him specifically for that part, and then they're going to have a whole nother different actor. So I don't know. Hopefully they don't, because he's been fan cast and so many people have been wanting to see him be that role. So hopefully he does be the actual Reed Richards of the MCU. Same thing with Professor X. I feel like I don't think he's going to reprise his role, in my opinion, because he's been a part of X-Men so long. Charles Xavier, the actor that plays Charles Xavier, he's been a part of X-Men since the 2000s. And I think I read somewhere where he wanted to, after Logan, he was like, I think this is like a fairy tale ending. Like, I wouldn't want to come back. So I'm thinking that I don't think he will reprise his role, at least my opinion. And then everything else, as far as cons wise, the other big con besides the Illuminati, and then really the one of the ones I talked to you about, like them supposed to be the strongest, Earth's mightiest heroes or whatever to protect us against the multiverse, and Scarlet Witch just ran through all of them. The only people who put up a fight was Captain Marvel, Maria Rambeau, and
the women.
Yeah, the women basically. The women basically put up a fight. Peggy Carter, that's her name. So Black Bolt immediately, she covered his mouth up, blew his own head up. I'm like, okay.
That was crazy.
And then Mr. Fantastic, she turned this guy into spaghetti noodles or whatever. He's gone. And then even with Charles Xavier, he got in her mind, but it was just like they was, yes, it was so quick that they was doing this stuff, and I'm just like, okay. So that was a little con. I felt like they should have showed them more. I guess holding their own against Wanda. She just was a savage, just ran through them so fast. And I guess one of the other cons I had was the fact that I talked to you about the Ultron robots. I felt like they should have had some connection to Iron Man somehow. Tony Stark, I felt like he should have, because I think he's originally one of the members of the Illuminati. Captain Marvel isn't a member, so I guess they just changed that role out, I guess. And that was kind of confusing. I wish they would have actually had either a different, it didn't have to be Robert Downey Jr. It could have just been a whole different actor playing Iron Man. I wish they would have done that. And yeah, that was kind of the cons that was really getting to me. Also, too, we talked a little bit about the post-credit scene, that was just...
Yeah. Both of them. I mean, the second one definitely
was dumb.
The first one... Okay.
It really wasn't something that piqued my interest besides the fact that we already saw him towards the end of the film. He got the eye. Okay, cool. So then the post-credit is just like he has the eye. Somebody's just like, oh, let's stop these incursions. And I'm like, okay. And I know, was watching the other, some other people were just talking about, oh, this is a real big callback to the Secret Wars that may happen. And I understand that, but it's like they should have showed something from the Secret Wars or something there.
More juicy.
Yeah, that wasn't really that appealing. So I really wasn't sold there. Other than that, those were my cons. I think the movie itself was great. Besides those elements of it, I thought that it did pretty well. So some of my pros, and we both enjoyed Scarlet Witch. I really love the zombie strange, the Defender strange. I thought that was really dope. Only because when I watched the trailer, I thought that he was evil. So just to see that he was actually, Doctor Strange doing the whole dream walking thing inside of his body, and he was actually him fighting, that was really dope. I like that how I feel like Doctor Strange, even though you can tell Scarlet Witch is so much powerful to him, you can just tell he has more like knowledge as far as like the mythic arts, and you were seeing how he was doing certain stuff. Like even when I was confused why they was waiting to let her come into the in the bunker, I guess, and then they basically drowned her or whatever. Just those different. I guess you can say he has more experience battle worthy, even though I think she's probably been in more battles. I don't know, but you can just tell he has a little bit more experience there. So that was dope. But one of my biggest pros was seeing Reed Richards. As soon as I seen him, I was like pushing you like baby. So that was really dope to see. And Black Bolt, because now even like we spoke about it before, because that makes him he's a part of the MCU canon now. So that was really dope seeing him reprise his role from the Inhumans TV show. So that was cool. And of course, I was already happy to see that we all already knew that Professor X was going to be in the movie. So that wasn't something that was just like, crazy. It was just like even then, he once again, all these people weren't really in it that long. So I wasn't that connected to it besides Reed Richards, because we didn't know if he was going to play in the movie at all. So that was dope to see. And I really liked it. Scarlet Witch's minions, those monster things that she had that was protecting her.
Oh, the 4.
Yeah, the 4. They was really dope too, because at first we was like, oh, they looked really creepy, but then it was just bound down to her. And yeah, like I said, American Chavez, she was cool. She didn't really pique my interest that much though in the film. Like, okay, like she was dope. I liked her power.
Her powers.
Her power is really, really dope. I'm just saying her, and I understand that there's not that haven't been that much character development. So I wasn't just that. I was more really big on I really wanted to see the Illuminati. That was really my whole thing about Doctor Strange. I wanted to see who they was going to put in there. And then, of course, the battles, because I didn't know Scarlet Witch was the actual villain really throughout the whole film. So that was kind of different, too. But other than that, those are my best moments. And it was also dope as a musician to see them fight with the music notes. That was really cool. I was laughing like, look at this. And then towards the end, like the little note, like ding, and then he hit them and knocked them out. That was cool. Yeah. So other than that, those are my moments that I really, really enjoyed, and I liked it. So I gave it a 4.
I probably have to agree with you too, giving it a 4, just because it was really creepy, and we both talked about that. I think you said they was trying to make it a horror.
Yeah, they was trying to make it a horror.
It was really creepy, and yeah, it's not like a family. Like our kids couldn't have watched that movie. Yeah. So that's why I probably would give it more of
especially
a 4.
With the soul of the dams that they came out. That was really creepy.
Yeah, that was really creepy. But like he was talking about, so with America Chavez, we were introduced to her at the very beginning of the movie. Very beginning, they already had her in there. And she was being hunted by demons because she had the power to travel through the multiverse, which is really cool, but she didn't know how to control her power. But I thought she was pretty cool. She's a girl, so I already like her. But I think her powers were cool. And I just hope that she learns how to control. I thought they was going to show us her learning how to control, like knowing how to, but she don't know how to do it yet. The main thing, of course, like he said, seeing the Illuminati, but they were going so fast. I thought they were going to be a bigger part of the movie.
I didn't even think they was going to die like that. They literally all died, I think.
We were very surprised. Yeah. Except for Moto.
Yeah, Moto.
Yeah, everybody died except for him. So I thought they was going to have a bigger part of the movie. So we were very surprised how quickly they were dying off. But Wanda,
Savage.
listen, Wanda went
Savage.
in. Oh my gosh. I love Wanda because I feel like I can resonate with her because she really just wants to be with her kids. Like she wanted America's powers because she wanted to control the multiverse so she can reunite with Billy and Tommy. That was like her whole goal. And I just be feeling so bad for her because yes, she's the villain, like she's hurting all these people, but she just really, truly just want to be with her kids. Like that's all she really wants. So she's trying to do whatever she needs to do to get to them. So Wanda, I really like her. I know she's a villain. You're probably not supposed to like villains, but I do understand her. Her ways now aren't the greatest, but I understand her. So I really like Wanda. She was a very big part of the movie. Like we didn't know she was going to be that main of a character in the movie. So I like that. Of course, I love Billy and Tommy when they were singing their little song. Like, you know, we have kids, so that just melted my heart. The whole dream walking thing was kind of cool.
Yeah,
it was creepy
dope.
with the zombie. Like, he liked Doctor Strange zombie. I didn't. It was just so creepy to me. Like, it was just really
It just reminded me so much of What If. You know the What If episode?
Also, when they were looking for the book of Vashanti, I thought they were saying Ashanti the whole time.
For real?
I promise you. Like,
So Ja Rule was going to come out somewhere like...
Murder Inc.
What would I do without my baby?
I promise you, I thought they were saying Ashanti the whole time until I looked it up, and it's Vashanti with a V, the book of Vashanti. So that's what they were looking for, and if you don't know what that is, that's the antithesis of the Darkhold. So it's the total opposite.
And that's another thing too of both of them books. For them to be so powerful, like she was just burning them up easily. I'm like,
and the woman just stabbed it, and it was over. It like killed the book or whatever.
Shouldn't it be some type of like power or spell?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, these things are acting just like regular books, but
yeah. So in the end, basically, like me and him were talking about, Wanda, Scarlet Witch, whatever, she was so powerful. Nobody physically could take her down. The only person who could defeat her was herself. Yes. So basically, America was able to teleport her to Earth 838, where she sees Billy and Tommy, and she sees them like scared of her. They were in fear. They were crying. They wanted their real mom, and basically she relents and uses her powers to bring down
WandaCore,
destroying all copies of the Darkhold throughout the multiverse, and apparently sacrificing herself in the process. Now, when they say apparently, that usually means she's not going.
Yeah, she's not going.
But
nobody.
That's supposedly what happened. She destroyed all the copies of the Darkhold.
Yeah.
So that was crazy that she was the only one who could defeat herself, because that's how strong she was. But oh my gosh, she's just so bad. Like, I just love her. Yeah, Wanda is just so cool. And then, like he talked about before, at the end, Doctor Strange developed that third eye. And it looks so fake. Like, it just, you know, I'm an aesthetic person. It does not look aesthetic. Like, that third eye is weird looking and creepy. But they said it was the result of him using the Darkhold, and I feel like now he's gonna go.
Like
he's gonna
be
darker.
He's gonna be evil.
He's gonna start getting darker and darker because like it has a hold on him. Yeah, because now the Darkhold is having a hold on him. So that's gonna be interesting in the future to see where they go with his character.
Yeah,
but yeah, overall, guys, good movie. We give it a solid 4. You guys should go check it out.
Definitely. Amazing movie. And just going back to what you were saying too with Scarlet Witch, as far as just her wanting to just be with her kids. I liked it when she was in WandaCore and she was talking to Wong. She was like, "Oh, this whole place is dedicated to me. I'm supposed to rule everything, but I don't want that. Like, I just want my kids." Mm-hmm. So that was interesting. I just wanted to add that small piece. But yeah, we give this movie a 4. You guys, it just came out, is in theaters now. We definitely recommend you guys watching it. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for checking out with us.